I'm Emma Donoghue, author of The Pull of the Stars. And the first thing you should know about this novel is that I did not write it at top speed inspired by the COVID pandemic. I started writing it back in October 2018 on the centenary of the Great Flu pandemic of 1918 to 19. And I delivered the final draft of it just 2 days before COVID was declared a pandemic this year. The second thing you should know about it is that the title, The Pull of the Stars, is a literal translation of the Italian for influenza. Influence meant the influence of the stars on our health. And apparently Renaissance Italians believed that when we got ill with something like the flu, it was the stars literally pulling our strings. So The Pull of the Stars is set in a Dublin hospital in a tiny little, really a large storage room that's been converted to a maternity flu ward, because one horrifying thing about the 1918 flu was not just that it hit young adults very hard, but it hit pregnant women in the late stages of pregnancy particularly hard. They were more likely to catch it and more likely to suffer stillbirth and birth problems. So The Pull of the Stars is a kind of combination birth thriller and pandemic thriller, in that it's about a nurse called Julia Power trying to save the lives of her patients who have this very complicated challenge of suffering from a terrible flu and trying to bring a baby safely into the world at the same time. The only real historical figure in The Pull of the Stars is an amazing Irish doctor called Kathleen Lynn, who was a member of Sinn Féin's revolutionary organisation, as well as working full-time to combat the flu among the poor of Dublin at the time. And for the first time, I've included a character who doesn't speak. Julia lives with her brother, who's just back from the Western Front and is a sort of PTSD survivor who doesn't speak at all. So The Pull of the Stars is a kind of a love story about a tiny maternity ward in which doctors and nurses and orderlies and helpers all do more than they possibly can to save the lives of patients during the flu pandemic. And I hope you enjoy it.